Reading comprehension in the native language. It occurs when there is an active engagement with the reader's cognitive and experiential faculties. Reading comprehension is not, therefore, simply understanding the meaning of a text in terms of its syntax and lexis, but appreciating its overall significance to the readers and their purpose or interest in reading it. The process of reading a text, therefore, in any language, consists of analyzing and reacting with its content and style, as well as its structure. The strategies involved include deciding what to read, how much to read, ways of checking understanding of meaning against context probability, plus a knowledge of the conventions of written discourse characteristics of the language read. What about the foreign language? Well, the intermediate students of a second language having sufficient knowledge of the new language to activate all these strategies for reading in the first language, particularly the vital ability to use their predictive and generative powers at a word level, at sentence level, and at page level. At the same time, they urgently need the challenge of the new and an exposure to language and content beyond their productive abilities, but within their level of knowledge and interest. They also need increased exposure to models of language, which will extend their understanding of its form and system. They already have reading strategies both in their own language and in the new language. The problem for the reading comprehension teacher is that we do not fully understand what these strategies are, nor the best ways to activate or extend them. As in all teaching, the answer to this dilemma will come from the students themselves and will come more rapidly the more actively engaged we and they are in an examination of their own learning process. It will come from a recognition in the syllabus and the learning environment that although it may be possible to define an intermediate language student, it may not be at all possible to define such a thing as an intermediate reader. So, how can contribute to closing the gap between this real knowledge, interest, and ability of intermediate students and their level as language learners? Well, the confidence to do that has to be taught, and that can only be done by balancing what students read with how. To achieve this balance, we need to ask and have from the texts. What are the real text features? What's the real language? And the real content? And from the tasks we do to this context, what's the relevant purpose? Which exercise can make the text manageable? And interactive and introspective methodologies should be applied. So, it's hard work. Let's begin. Thank you.